I'm the CEO and founder of Neuroelectrics, and I want to welcome you to Barcelona, which is my hometown. So I usually live in Boston, where I spend most of my time. So I'm thrilled that for once you all are coming this way. So thanks for being in Barcelona, and I hope you enjoy our wonderful city. Can you put the volume up, please, a little bit? So how does this song make you feel? Pretty sad, right? What about if I tell you this is the sound of a brain suffering from depression? So when your brain suffers from depression, there is what we call frontal asymmetry. The right hemisphere and the left hemisphere are not creating the right brain waves, and is creating the distorted sound that I'm trying to put with sound, right? So this is the sound of a sick brain in depression. So at Neuroelectrics, we have been obsessed for the last 10 years to unlock how the brain works from an electric perspective. In the Roman times, in the Egyptian times, did you know that Egyptians took electric fish from the water and put them on their heads to deal with pain? So the concept of electricity in humanity has been there for ages. What about if we can really understand how the brain works from an electric perspective? So we have been obsessed with this technology called transcranial current stimulation. Many of you know it as tDCS, but it's a neuromodulation modality that injects very low voltage currents non-invasively in the brain. And we have been also analyzing thousands of EEG during the last 10 years, which you are more familiar with. So as a conclusion, we developed this wonderful cap, and I think that's the only reason why they call me to conferences, because they want me to wear it. And people don't even recognize me if I don't wear it. Sometimes I wear the cap, and they say, oh, it's you. Like, you know, without the cap, I'm no one anymore. So this is the technology that we have developed at Neuroelectrics. It's a non-invasive EEG and transcranial current stimulation device. As you can see, it's portable, it's wearable. I have 32 leads. And we can read and write the brain non-invasively. So what are we going to do with it? Why is this so amazing? One of the things is that we can take, and I don't think this video is going to work. OK, we can take this technology to help patients that are suffering from different diseases. So we started in Boston. Our first clinical trial is an IDE FDA in epilepsy, and then a second IDE in depression. I'm going to tell you a little bit more about the data we have collected. So epilepsy is a pretty devastating disease. 60 million patients in the world, 1/3 don't respond to medication, and your alternative is surgery. So what we did with the help of Dr. Rothenberg at Boston Children's is we took these patients which had a focal seizure location, and we stimulated 10 days, 20 minutes every day with this cap. So we decided where the focus was coming from, created a protocol, and give them 20 minutes of transcranial direct stimulation during 10 days. We compared baseline of 12 weeks with follow-up period, and with this, we managed to reduce seizures 47% average. I repeat, 10 days of stimulation, non-invasive, we reduced seizures 47%. So the results were so good that the FDA granted us breakthrough designation, and through a lot of hard work, and I'll tell you more about it, we managed to raise $20 million from our Boston investors a year and a half ago, and now we are executing 190 patients between the US and Europe in the first pivotal tDCS trial in the United States. So if we succeed, and we hope to have the data at the end of next year, we will become the first company in the world to go through the FDA with this new neuromodulation modality. I think this is the beauty of an entrepreneur. You think of something in Barcelona years ago, you scale up to Boston, and now you're at the footsteps of becoming a new therapy that will be transformational to many, many patients. So wish me luck and my team to finish this trial in time next year and to really grant this FDA clearance. But we will not stop there. We think that the future of this technology is taking it home. So during the pandemic, we asked the FDA, all these patients suffering from depression cannot go to the hospital to receive TMS or other neuromodulation. Will you allow us to send devices home to patients. And this was a great opportunity of the pandemic, so the FDA said yes. So we sent patients devices. These were major depressive disorder patients, and we stimulate them during 37 days at home, self-administered, 30 minutes every day. So this was a major endeavor. Most of our patients were in Florida, Texas, and another state I don't remember. But we stimulated in those 37 days. They all self-administered, which was amazing. And the primary endpoint was MADRS. We were so impressed with the data readouts. So as you can see in these first 33 patients' data, the patients responded super well to stimulation. And we are so encouraged that now we are raising our Series B. Our investors are putting most of it already. But if you're interested, let me know, to turn this into a pivotal 300-patient studies. I think that the beauty is that depression, it will be whole at home, so we'll be sending patients this year. And I think this will become a transformational therapy for so many patients in mental health. So some more data of our pilot. And not only we have this amazing technology and these clinical trials, but we are working on the future. We believe in the future we'll build a neurotwin or digital replica of your brain on the cloud. So we have 25 people in the company only doing brain models. My co-founder is a physicist and mathematician, and we believe in computational neuroscience to personalize therapies. This hasn't been done before with the brain. So what we are taking is your brain with an MRI and building a neurotwin of your brain with the physics of your brain, your scalp, your conductivity is different from Dan, that from Rosa or Rafal. And then your electrophysiology. How does your brain perform electrically? With this computational model of your brain, we can personalize therapies in the cloud in ways you cannot imagine before. So instead of prescribing a stimulation session or a drug, you can play it on the cloud. So this is a major endeavor. And thanks to the commission and grants that we have, we are building neurotwins in epilepsy, in Alzheimer's, in depression. And I think this is going to be the future of medicine in general. So just to finalize, I'm a very proud women CEO entrepreneur with a lot of awards. I have a Goldman Sachs award, and Jazz from Goldman Sachs was here yesterday. She nominated me. I've been so welcomed in the US by a lot of networks, so I really want to thank the welcoming of the US to an entrepreneur coming from Europe, and an amazing advisory board. And most of all, I have almost 100 people here in Barcelona and in the US working restlessly. Rosa and Rafal are here from my team. More than 40% women on board, engineers. So I really encourage you to let your daughters be excited about STEM. I think we need more women on board. And let me tell you, while you're in Barcelona, my team and myself will keep on working restlessly until we really can help those patients and provide this neuromodulation approach. And I hope that all the brains will sound like this, not sad anymore, but with a happy music. Thank you very much.